Whenever you're ready.
Alright, so imagine this. It's Tuesday morning, the day of your persuasive speech presentation, Professor Kirkham's speech class. You wake up late and in a rush in order to get to class on time. You head over to class, and of course in a rush. But in the midst of the rush and chaotic traffic, you're involved in a very severe car accident. Not only do you wake up in the emergency room, but you wake up to find out that you've missed your persuasive speech, probably failed it, and that you have about a day or two, perhaps even a couple hours left to live without an organ donation. This is a sad reality of hundreds and thousands of Americans today. So today I will be discussing why each and every one of us should be an organ donor. After extensive research and careful thought, I've come to the conclusion that each and every one of us could relate to organ donation in one way or another. Whether it be knowing someone that is an actual organ donor, being an organ donor ourselves, or being the ones in need of an organ donation. And today I will be talking about what exactly organ donation is, who, how, and why people benefit from organ donation, and why each and every one of us should be an organ donor. So I'm sure that most of us have a brief idea, or at least a general idea, of what organ donation might be. But do we truly know what organ donation is? According to the U.S. Organ and Tissue Transplantation Association, organ donation is defined as tissue organ removal from a deceased or a living person for transplantation purposes. There are many different types of organ transplants. Some of them being bone marrow, cornea, cells, heart, liver, lungs, kidney, pancreas, intestines, and even stomach. And that's just to name a few. Organ transplants are also the best possible treatment for most people with any sort of organ failure, as opposed to medication or treatment. It's been proven that organ donation is usually what most people resort to and is actually the most successful. Not only is it the most successful, but it's also one of the biggest issues that we are facing today. There's a very high demand for organs, but a very low supply of it. Organ transplants have actually been practiced since the early 1950s and continue to be practiced today, as you may all know. And it actually continues to expand and grow and be improved each and every day. It is also considered to be one of the most remarkable success stories in the history of medicine and technology. So now that we have the basis, or at least a general idea of what organ donation is, let's take a look into how, who, and why people benefit from organ donations. So who benefits from organ donations? Aside from recipients with fatal diseases and people that may have been in accidents, or a newborn child that is born with a severe complication, donors themselves and even grieving families also benefit from organ donations. So how do donors and recipients benefit? Donors have the power and the ability to save lives and even give life. It's also an opportunity for a dying donor's family to be able to find comfort in it, because they have that thought in mind that their life didn't go to waste, that it was an opportunity to be able to give life to someone back rather than just having a life go to waste. And of course recipients, they have a second chance at life, an automatic improved quality of life, and both the family of the recipients and the recipients themselves find hope and find faith in life once again. And overall, why everyone benefits. Everyone benefits and enjoys the results. Of course, lives are saved, donors feel great, recipients are given life back to them, and hope. Families find comfort both from the recipient and the donors, and scientific research actually grows and improves. Through more and more organ donations, scientists and doctors and research is able to find out how to treat certain diseases, why certain diseases happen, and what we can do to treat them. And Well, now that I've gone over what organ donation is, who, why, and how people benefit from organ donation, it's time to look into why you should all be an organ donor. And all this information comes from the Organ Donation Organization website. So there's a high demand and a desperate need of organs, and of course, like I said, there's not enough donors to go around. It is a way to give and save a life. And by donating organs after you've passed away, you actually save up to 8 lives and enhance the lives of 50 more people. So that's around 60 people that benefit from just one person. If more people decided to become organ donors, the death rate would decrease incredibly, because it's not necessarily necessary for lives to be lost. It's possible to save someone through an organ donation. Nationwide, there are actually more than 36,000 people and patients waiting for transplant, and less than half of those people will be treated. And keeping in mind that over 25% of those patients are children, and children that are under the age of 18. It's an opportunity to help a human life to survive and live and be able to just enjoy life and truly know what the meaning is. And finally, anyone can be a great potential donor, regardless of age, race, or medical history. So in conclusion, now that I have spoken to you about what organ donation is, who, how, and why people benefit from organ donation, and why we should all be an organ donor, I would like to leave you all with this quote and this thought for the next time that you have an opportunity to be an organ donor. Don't think of organ donations as giving up a part of yourself to keep a complete stranger alive. It's really a total stranger giving up almost all of themselves to keep a part of you alive. Thank you.
All right, Jordan, what did you think?
I really liked the way she approached it in the introduction. It was enjoyable because she was putting not a silly joke about it of how to start it, but an enjoyable, funny way. And then I really liked the topic. I thought her introduction was really clear. The thesis was clear. I was a little bit confused. I think I only heard 2 points or 2 transitions. I thought ending the speech with a quote was nice. Can't think of any other more. She tried really hard to look at everybody, but then there was pauses, but she was trying, I could tell. And all in all, thought it was good.
All right. Yeah, if you guys are worrying about your persuasive speech when you're an hour from death, you have your priorities really screwed up. I gotta say, So I like the idea of trying to connect it to the audience and talk about those things, but I just cannot imagine that would be on anybody's mind. Oh, I'm going to fail my persuasive. I'm going to fail my speech class as I'm dying here. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'll give you an incomplete. You can finish it when you come back in another life. It's just odd that would be the example that you come up with. But I like the idea there. I thought you had a very clear statement